Here at Queens of the Roundtable, we know that every great adventure deserves a little magic, and that's why we're thrilled to be sponsored by Wana, North America's most trusted edibles brand. Whether you're rolling dice or rolling high, Wana's premium vegan, melt-proof edibles are crafted to elevate your experience. Their innovative terpene-enhanced recipes offer precise CBD to THC ratios, so you get the perfect balance of relaxation and euphoria, because not all edibles are created equal. My personal favorite, the Wana Quick Strawberry Margarita, a fast-acting edible that kicks in within 5 to 15 minutes, giving you the smooth social feel of smoking, but with a new kind of happy hour, one without the hangover. As a woman-led, Boulder-based company, Wana isn't just about great edibles. They're about enhancing lives and supporting the LGBTQ+ community. So whether you're slaying dragons or just unwinding after a long rest, love who you wanna, be who you wanna, and game how you wanna. Welcome back to Queens of the Roundtable, your favorite Dungeons and Dragons and Drag Oh My podcast and video series on the internet. My name is Dr. Zackarina Jennyho. I am your host, your guide, and your dungeon master as we continue here on our campaign, Sword of Women, with our favorite local queens. Local queens say hi.
Hi.
We have starring, as always, Patty.
Hello.
Nini Coco.
Hello.
Banana Split.
Hello.
And Raquelle Schelle.
What's up?
We are so excited. We last left off on the previous episode over at the safe house for the Ivory Court, aka the Court of Order, all of their guards. Our heroes, our party, have met some other people. Lady Isolde gave them a quest. They all went up to their rooms, and right as they were chilling in their new little pajamas, they got a knock at the door, and a note slid underneath of it. A note that was black with red little trim and details. It was smoky. It was scary. We didn't know what that note says. So we're going to jump right back into the story and ask our adventurers, what do you do with this note just entering into your room?
What if it has anthrax? That's just an important consideration.
Yeah. I mean, you're a cave dweller. Can you open it? Do you have like...
Yeah, and I don't have any resistance to poison, I don't think.
Wait. Should we do a little check to see if it's
a little
riddled
shake
with
powder?
Wait.
I love that. Are you looking for seeing if it's like there's a booby trap in it, or more of if there's like a magical effect?
Maybe like poison or danger. Maybe magical effect as well. That's
Yeah.
fine. Those are two different things to look at.
I'll have you all roll you can choose investigation or arcana, whichever one is higher for you.
Ooh. I'm probably gonna do Arcana.
Mine are the same.
No matter what it is.
I'm the same.
Yeah, they're both the same. They're +3.
Perfect. I'll let you all.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna do Arcana.
What do you need?
Sorry, hold on.
I got a 21.
Hey.
Period.
13 plus 4. 17.
Got a 10.
10, 17, 21.
I got a 10 as well.
And a 10.
Okay.
So with the higher rolls at the table, Pyra and Bliss, y'all recognize that you can tell there's no magical enchantments on this. And looking and investigating the envelope, there's no booby traps, no D&D version of anthrax with this envelope. But it is odd. It is kind of poorly put together. The actual envelope kind of seal is broken. There's no like special return stamp. There's no seal on it. There's no lettering. It's just this black envelope with this kind of crumply parchment inside of it that just got slipped underneath the door.
Divas, where have we seen this color scheme before?
That girl, Mr. Guy.
That girl, Mr. Guy,
What's
also
her name?
known as Kaylin.
Kaylee.
No.
Kaylin.
No, it's
Before Chapel Road, it was Kaylin.
It was Kaylin.
Kaylin.
Okay.
So, if I'm putting two and two together, I'm saying, Divas, I think we just got a note from the Obsidian Syndicate.
We should have went with them.
No, I
Well,
like
we
what we're
don't
doing.
know yet.
Let's open it.
Let's open it.
Patty.
Who's Patty?
Sylveria or whatever. What's your name?
Sylvera.
Sylvera.
So
I could buy your life. Watch it.
who wants to be the brave one that open up the envelope?
You know what? Because you're calling out, I will do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Envelope.
All right, Sylvera walks over and opens up the envelope. And reading aloud, the envelope and the letter inside says, "To the wandering few, you may think you've chosen wisely, but your allegiance will soon cost you dearly if you remain blind to the truth. If you value freedom, if you despise the tyranny creeping through the city like rot in a wound, meet me tonight in the abandoned courtyard near the sunken gate. I won't waste your time with petty lies or meaningless oaths. I'll give you the truth, the kind the court won't dare whisper in your ear.
What the fuck did I say?
Choose your allies carefully. One wrong step may chain you forever. Time is short and the city grows restless. I hope you'll listen." Signed, Kalen, and for the first time, his last name, Velron.
Velron Hubbard.
He told us his last name. We gotta go.
I'm not kidding.
How did Kalen get in this place? Does he have a man on the inside? Is he?
Here's
That's
the
a good
thing.
question. How do you get in here?
Miss Coralia, you are so
He
funny.
topped what's his name, and he sent a message.
Yeah, they had a
there was
quick-
a DL hookup, and that's what
Yeah.
he snuck the message in.
Grinder goes crazy in Eldorian.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
What was his
He's
last name?
wild.
Velron.
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 Kalen Velron.
You're so funny. You're like, we went with the wrong people. We get one letter from one
I know.
guy one time, and you're like, this is the right move.
I have intuition. My intuition is like plus something.
It's
so
negative
like,
one.
Actually,
Hey,
yeah. What is your intuition?
intuition
So,
is
I think it's not even a skill.
would it be insight then?
It would be insight.
Oh, +2.
I have +3.
My truth.
Go.
I would just like to say that we really don't know a whole lot about the city at all. So I'm in info gathering stage.
I'm a fish
So-
out of water at this point.
Yeah.
Always said
Give me a
that.
break.
Yeah. So I'm like, I think we should try to figure out everything we can. The only fear is Ivory Court has eyes everywhere. So I think we're going to be watched no matter what we do. If we break from our mission, they're going to know. But I'm curious.
I'm curious too.
What if we send somebody else or like get in a disguise or something?
Let me
Go for
let
it.
me come at you real quick.
Come at
because
me.
I do have a spell here that if we do need to send someone on a solo mission, distract, I do have a disguise self spell.
That's what we need, girl. That's what we need.
So
But do we all have to go, or just one of us
Just
can
one of
maybe
us,
run
one
away?
of us, none.
I'll go.
And
I'll go
people-
talk to him.
Are you good at talking?
You are so
and
flaky,
also,
Jade.
the whole point was that I have disguise self, so they won't know it's one of us going out. Because it's just I can't disguise. It's
gonna say,
disguise self.
Fish one.
She can only disguise her. So you're gonna go with her disguised, but you're still you.
Oh, so it's only to like oneself. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But at least I'm pretty sure it's just myself.
Misunderstanding.
You could maybe cast it on someone.
Let me
else,
double
I don't
check.
know.
Disguise self.
I mean, it's called disguise self, so I assume it's.
I mean, does anybody else have disguise self that would want to
I
go?
don't.
I
and-
think I have disguise
Yeah.
self.
I don't have that.
Well, I wonder if
I've
we
prestidigitation, so I can like make certain magic things happen, but I
Yeah,
can't.
it's literally you. I make myself.
Yeah,
have.
that's
It's
good.
gotta be you, boo.
So disguise yourself, and then we'll be hiding in the shadows in case we need to activate and save you.
But then
I do also have disguise self.
Pyra, you have to go.
Okay, you two go. Disguise
You
yourselves.
think this
So-
is the right choice?
This is kind of an outside of the realm question.
Mm.
Can we talk? We can obviously discuss like who has a better like talking skills, like persuasion.
Yeah.
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 So then, what's your persuasion in case you need to do
More
some talking with this guy?
Mine's only a +1, so I'm not super persuasive.
And like deception and stuff. What's your
When do I
deception?
roll for intelligence? Because I got a lot
Yeah.
of
What's your
that.
deception?
My deception? +1. I'm +1.
I might have to go, girls, because my deception is +5 and my persuasion is +2.
Girl,
So
Yeah,
you-
you're gonna both go, but you're gonna do the talk.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
just
yeah.
you're the recon diva.
Yeah.
You're
Do
good
we
cop,
think
you're
this
bad
is the
cop.
best move? So
Yes.
2 of us, we split up.
No, you go down there, and we're
We're
in
gonna
the
go-
shadows watching in case it goes bad.
Won't they
Okay.
see us?
We're in the shadows watching. We're investigating.
Then how come we can't be like, come to the shadows?
What do you all want to do?
Fine.
I want to do that.
So you all are leaving the building, though.
We're
Oh, I don't
I
like.
was
how
gonna say
you
the
said
whole
that.
the whole point was that we would us two.
I
y'all
think
would
it's
stay
we
here.
break off.
We
And
need
we would go.
I think we need to stay here because I think that's like the whole point of like they know everything. I
Is there
think we
one-
need to. I think we need to trust them
Okay.
to like go off and we can like clean our nails. Or
Yeah, for
something.
sure. I
You need
I
to say that
trust you.
we're
I'm
like
scared
in
they're
the
gonna attack you.
bathroom.
We'll be like here, be like
We'll
the
discuss this episode.
showering.
I'm gonna do prestidigitation, and I'm gonna do
We
magical
can do
effects.
karaoke. We can
And
do
yeah,
some next
we're gonna be
number.
good. We're gonna be good. You go.
Y'all go. We'll be here.
Okay, so disguising yourselves, what does your disguise look like?
So I am
Did you
going
each other
to.
too?
I'm gonna go as Coralia, and you're gonna go as Bliss. Yeah.
I'm actually going to disguise myself as my skin is not going to show, so it's literally just going to be covering myself in the Ivory Court's armor because it changes my armor, my everything on me. So it's literally just going to be kind of like jazz hands, fierce, and just be covered head to toe in armor. So I'm just covered.
Okay.
Inspired.
I am going to disguise myself in the ivory cloak of the Ivory Court, but I'm also going to give myself
Oh, very much. It looks like I'm escorting you, like I'm one of the guards, and you're like one of the more higher ups, and like
yes,
cloaks and everything.
I'm very is old-esque.
Yes.
I'm kind of wrinkled more than I am. And yes, well,
Could y'all disguise yourself as Oron so later on if it backfires we blame it on him?
ooh,
No, I like him.
I don't
But just
wanna-
in case.
I don't
just
want to
in
run
case.
into him in the
Don't
hallway.
implicate him.
Hey.
Like if I'm walking out and I'm disguised as him and he's right there at the door,
That's funny.
that's gonna be awkward.
and Kaylin will try to fuck me if I am Orin.
But then we get more information out of him.
Oh,
That's a
Can be.
good point.
Should
No,
I-
but then he might ask you questions about things that you don't know.
Like
might be,
what?
He might be like,
He's a
hey
top.
babe, tell
What
me
is he gonna
about this."
ask?
But also, they're not on
intimate
good terms right
details.
now. They used to hook up. They're not on good terms now.
Just you do you Pyra, but I think that could be a considerable option.
It is considerable.
Do what you were originally gonna do,
I'm just gonna be miscellaneous is old diva-esque girl.
and we got to do it fast because we have an hour.
Yeah.
And so are y'all going to do disguise self, get out of the building? Are you going to stay disguised when you go to meet him, or will you get out of your disguise?
I think we should stay in it because we can then we'd have to do the whole process, and I don't know
You don't want.
if you're.
I'm gonna.
I was just gonna say the point of the disguises is that if people see you with this guy, they don't know that you're in cahoots. So you have to
You
be
have to keep
disguised
it.
when you talk to him.
So maybe should we be like in a servant's outfit instead of in the Ivory Court outfit? Because if they see Ivory Court talking to Obsidian,
Maybe that just creates more conflict, but
But
maybe
then
that's
we
not
could-
bad.
And also, it's better because then we can flip it. If we get caught with this man, I'm disguising myself
He's
as
him.
literally. I'm disguised as a guard. I'm like, I'm getting this mofo.
Yeah.
I'm not.
That's great.
So I
okay,
think
so we're gonna stay. We're gonna stay in
yeah.
our Obsidian. I'm
You're
sorry.
gonna be like in your like cloaks and your garbs. I'm
Yep.
gonna be in the armor and like escorting you.
fierce. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to have you both roll with advantage because I think this is a great plan. With advantage, a performance check. I'm going to give the option for you two. Is there anything that y'all want to do to give them any help or support to roll higher? Any
Make them
help
smarter.
actions? Like, are you coaching them on things? Are you giving them any inspirations? Is there any help action you want to give before they roll their performance with advantage?
Alexa, play Good Luck, Babe.
It's a montage of us like putting blush on them,
Yeah.
straightening their hair, but then they do disguise self after all of that.
We completely erase all of the work that you
I
did.
was like
Yeah.
putting concealer on.
But it's Pyra like huge with this like tiny little armor.
Are my
on.
boobs still big? No,
No,
they've
they
shrunk.
might stay-
Okay.
We're trying on different hats, and then like right before you leave, you go disguise self. And then but it's for the feeling of being somebody different.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
Fierce.
Alright.
So roll
So no help from them.
Right.
support and
Good vibes.
We're praying.
Ready?
Oh my god. Well, I didn't really pray. That's why.
I got a 7.
rolling with advantage, so re-roll.
Oh yes, thank God. Come on, Diva.
Wait.
It was worse.
10 or not?
A 10 and what was
I
your
forgot what
what is the final?
Oh,
highest
11.
score
11.
performance? 11.
4.
A 4 was your highest.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
what are they even doing right now?
Just
You did say
walking out of the
performance, right?
castle. For performance.
So they can't walk right.
So they're walking out of the
They're like
castle.
walking out, but it's like boop boop boop.
Luckily, their disguise self, they picked great disguises, so it makes sense and it works. Person in armor, Sylvera, is moving weird. She does not know how to move in this armor.
I got a limp.
The limp keep changing legs. Like it's like that kind of confusing. And then Pyra, you in the cloak, you definitely are moving well. You're not tripping on yourself, but there is like you both kind of look a little off, but nothing that fully catches the attention of people. So you all make your way out of kind of this safe house and noble housing area. You make it to the abandoned courtyard, which is a little bit further away in town. It's a desolate space with crumbled walls, eerie shadows cast by flickering torchlight. As you all approach, Kaylin is leaning against a broken statue, one foot on the pedestal and one just kind of like, that like one leg up, leaning against. Very Teen Wolf energy, right?
Hot.
Hot,
I'm gonna
unfortunately.
fuck this man all over here.
Yeah, just do it.
There's just like this eerie vibe, but it's very quiet. There aren't any other people here in this courtyard. He sees you both and he kind of cocks his head a little bit, but seeing you walking really strange and seeing you kind of like stumbling just a little bit, he recognizes that it has to be your group, but he doesn't know who it is for you all. So he kind of just turns to you all and says, "Well, you showed up. I wasn't sure that you'd want to hear the other side, but the court paints us as monsters, so I'm glad you all can at least, stop to think, how orderly is this court? Certainly not when there's people dying in the streets, when people here are suffering in the city of Eldoria." He leans forward and steps closer to you all. He says, "I don't have much time. I'm going to get through this relatively fast, but the Ivory Court is just a polished veneer over a corrupt game. There's evil down at its core, and they suppress anyone who doesn't play a role in that show." Is there anything that you all want to ask him?
What do you mean by that? Like, what are they doing that's so terrible?
They kill kids. I'm gonna have you.
Or we're painting nails right now.
I'm gonna have you roll. You can
not?
either roll for persuasion or insight, whichever one is better.
Okay, well, I'm rolling for insight. Which again is terrible.
Girl.
God.
Girl.
4.
Pick a different dice.
This is my second dice I've chosen.
Wow. Nice.
my God.
Doing you well. So with the 4, you kind of ask him, and he scoffs a little bit, and he looks at you and he says, "Look, isn't it weird that there's no one else but elves in the Ivory Court? Don't you think it's weird that their propaganda's everywhere? It's only these white and gold flags, the phoenix rising from the ashes, hanging upon the city that is just stuck in rubble. Don't you think that that's weird that there's no one holding them accountable for anything? It's this group of people just sitting on their own echo chamber. They are just this corrupt being that is an evil, a curse, a disease, a bacteria, a parasite to this city. Don't you see it?"
Well, first of all, maybe not too much on elves, baby. Not too much on gnats.
I'm gonna have you roll for
Ask me to roll.
deception, because and I'm gonna set the DC at a DC 12. If you get lower than it, he's gonna clock that it's you.
Fuck.
Oh. Dang.
And it's deception, you said?
Come on, Sylvera.
Ah, finally, something good. 15.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
He, with the easy on the elves, he kind of throws his hands up and he's like,
I'm
"Look,
scared.
I'm elf too. I'm elvish. I can be critical while also being a part of the community myself." He kind of looks back at you too, and he is eyeing you all and says, "Look, I know that the Syndicate as a rebellion represents so much chaos. I get it. Don't get me wrong. We're not doing it the most clean-cut, old-fashioned way. But sometimes you gotta add a little bit of gasoline to the fire if you really want a result. If you want to fight for them, go ahead, right? But don't say I didn't warn you. When you realize that evil goes deeper than you could have ever thought." Is there anything that y'all say?
I want to know from Kaylin, what are you fighting for? Just the freedom in the city?
He kind of looks at you and he's like, "I have seen this city go down a path where it used to be this metropolis, this place where people could go to of opportunity. Everyone was treated to an extent equally. There was opportunity for everyone. But now, if you are not a part of the Ivory Court, He kind of is a little beside himself with that. He's
Freudian
like, I kind of
slip.
with that one.
Who's Freud?
If you're not a part of their cult, you don't get shit in this city. He's like, I just want peace. He looks up at both of you and he says, the court has taken too many of my friends away from me. People who stood up to them, murdered in the streets, taken and imprisoned in a place no one can find them. I've lost too many friends. The syndicate has lost too many brilliant minds. And this city has lost too many people to the court's antics.
I have one more question. What do you know about a tablet?
He kind of cocks his head a little bit. He says, what kind?
A magic kind.
Good. He I'm gonna have him roll to see if he knows. He looks at you and he says, the syndicate people think are just a bunch of ragtag rebellions going around doing whatever, but we've got some smart people. We've heard about this tablet, and we know that it has power. We know that this tablet has the power to take a regular spell, combine other external magical items, and exemplify that spell to increase it to proportional lengths. That could be good, right? You could use it for things. I guess, like, if you're into agriculture, you could take a spell that helps crops, but expand it and make it reach even further. He says, but who's to say you can't do that with every other spell? Think about spells that harm people. Think about spells that convince people and trick them into believing things. Spells that cause fear. Imagine what would happen if someone who wasn't trying to actually help this city got their hands on it. And he looks at you and he says, what do you know about a tablet?
I know that a lot of kids play on them. And that's how a lot of people in the Ivory Court are raising their children on these tablets.
Roll deception for me.
Roll deception for me, babes.
Ooh. So we got a 2 plus 1. We got a 3.
We're not doing good on our
So he
roll.
looks at you and he's going to take a step closer to you and he's going to say,
Roll again.
Look good.
we both know what's going on here right now. We both know, without having to say what we're talking about. I want to offer you something because no one has ever been on their side and been able to talk to us. I want you all to be double agents. Tell me everything you know and let me know what they're doing. What would it take me to get y'all to do that?
Can I get a rain check? What I would like from
Can I have my people call your people?
Yeah. Set up a meeting with my manager.
He sees that fear in both of your disguised faces, and he kind of just goes, you don't have to decide right now, but I think, this could be the way to finally bring the Ivory Court down once and for good.
How do I know that we won't get hurt?
How do we know none of us will get hurt? We don't have shit. He kind of keeps looking at you. He says, but the syndicate, we're family. Familia.
Oh my.
We are brotherhood. We are a group of people who actually care for each other when nobody else cares about people.
And how do we know we can trust you?
He kind of laughs a little bit. He's like, that's fair. And he's going to take off. He has this really beautiful, it's got rhinestones, it's encrusted bracelet. He's going to take it off of his hand. And he's going to say, this was the last thing my friend had that he let me borrow, that he gave me. And it means the world to me. He was taken by the court. Don't know if he's dead. Don't know if he's alive. I'll let you all hold on to it to show. That's how serious I am.
I lean over to Pyra.
That looks expensive. So if this don't work out, we could take that as well.
We found one of these markets here, a little under the table transaction, and a little bit of
extra coin. We only got 5 gold from that dude who we saved.
Oh.
Cheap.
So if we take that and things don't go our way, we could take that. Yeah. But let's be really empathetic. He can't hear any of this because we're on the side.
Absolutely.
Okay. Wow. I'm so sorry. We'll take it.
He hands it over to you all. He says, If you all want to reach out to me, you can, but I definitely will be able to find y'all. Don't worry. And so he turns, whips his cloak, and that just huge billowing
Whoa.
Smacks me.
Smells like smoke still. It's like
smoke is littered everywhere in the air, and he just disappears off into the distance. You all, after this experience, now this is about, I'd say, probably 40 minutes of time. So y'all have about, it's about a 7-minute walk home.
Okay.
So y'all are gonna head home because there's not much time before those disguises wear off. One more time, I'm gonna have you do a performance check inside the building. See if
We're walking.
for walking.
Here, we got to get back
Wait,
safely.
Here.
Bitch.
Okay, so it looks like
Not 20, baby.
Wow.
I ate.
Oh, you
An
got an 8.
I'm gonna say that the nat 20 is gonna help shield you. Pyra's gonna really take the lead and bring kind of Sylvera with all the armor back into the room. And you come back in,
Grabbing her
unspotted.
items.
Nobody recognizes that you all are gone. It's been an hour. New manicures, maybe some hair done. What do you all want to talk about before going to sleep?
Okay, so we walk in.
Spill the tea, sis.
You're back.
We are. And y'all will not believe what we just heard.
Spill. What happened?
Howard, go ahead.
So what had happened was
I'm fixing my lip.
we showed up. We confront Mr. Kalen, and he says he wants us to be double agents for him.
What'd you say?
And we said, "How can we trust you?" And he goes, "You know what? I'm going to give you a very important, valuable object of mine."
Who's
That-
holding it, you or me?
I think I'm holding it.
Okay.
And I pull it out and I say, "Here it is. Look at it. Covered in gems. Shiny, shiny.
That looks expensive.
I love that.
It's so fierce."
That's what I said.
But so he said, "Take this. This is very valuable to me. It's from someone who was taken by the Ivory Cult," he called it.
Wasn't
Pretty
someone,
shady.
wasn't someone important of yours taken by the Ivory Court as well?
That we think. I don't know if it's for good intentions or bad intentions. But yeah, they've been taking bitches left and right.
Dangerous bitches.
They're taking bitches left and right. We need to be careful around these people. He wants us to give him information. The only thing that I'm a little afraid of, he kind of left me on a little scary note, is he said he can find us wherever we go.
It's a tracker.
I don't know. Maybe it's a tracker. Should we figure out if
What if
he's
that's a tracker?
if he's tracing us?
Tracker, I don't even know her.
Oh, boo.
Oh, brother.
Get off the stairs.
Roll for performance.
Roll for performance.
Should we check if this is actually is it going to be something that is going to be, I don't know what the right question is. Like, is it imbued with dark magic?
That would be an Arcana check unless somebody has a spell for like detect magic.
I may
I think I do.
I don't.
I have water.
this elf girl.
Unless I didn't add it.
I have identified.
I might have not added it.
But I don't think it
Oh, I
does.
didn't. Ugh, never mind. I don't have it.
Oh, I learned its properties and how to use them. But
If you were to guess which of us had that ability, who would it be?
Bitch is not me.
Well, it sounds like nobody prepared it, but
no.
somebody could do an Arcana check.
I'll do that.
What's your arcana?
It's pretty good. I have a +3.
I'm +4.
Oh, do that.
I'm -1. Don't have me.
Okay, I'm gonna do it since I'm holding. I'm just gonna do an arcana check. 12.
Okay. Looking at it with that Arcana check, you can tell that there's definitely, it's stunning, it's beautiful, it is expensive. You can't really tell if there is a tracking specifically or an enchantment like that on it.
Okay. Well, what do y'all think? Did we leave anything out?
I think that's everything.
You just
everything's
gotta sleep. That's the one thing we gotta do.
tired, yeah.
Because we gotta regain our energy,
Well-
regain our stuff before we go tackle this.
Unlucky for y'all, I don't need to sleep.
What?
Yes, let me go ahead and read you my
Wake it
my
up.
stuff. Wake it up, honey. Wake it
You
up.
To sleep ever?
No, so as long as I go into a state of like just meditation for 4 hours, I can stay conscious. That's what it says.
Are kidding?
No,
I don't need to sleep. I just need to sleep for 4 hours.
but I'm conscious. But I'm still conscious.
Okay, so that's worse, girl. When
No,
you're
it's not.
sleeping,
Trance.
you get to not pay attention.
Trans!
I don't need to sleep, and magic can't put me to sleep. And I finish a long rest in 4 hours if I spend those in a trance-like meditation, during which I remain conscious. So while y'all are sleeping, I'm still like alert
Oh, I
to
see
see
what
if
you're
these
saying.
mofos are looking at us
Oh
from the
my God,
windows.
She never stops grinding.
The grind never stops.
Yeah, let's get into
So essentially, they asked y'all to be double agents. How are y'all feeling about it? 'Cause-
I will say I'm having kind of this internal battle with myself right now though, because I have grown up with royals and the rich folks who have traded with these people. So I trusted them walking in. But now all of this stuff is going on. I'm like, what's going on? Who's the good? Who's the bad? I thought they were the good.
right.
From what I've heard and what you've told us, is I think that y'all should be double agents, and I think just so that we can get two sides.
They don't know it was the two of us, Sylvera and Pyra.
Yeah.
He couldn't tell who it was.
You know who it was.
But so he knows that we got his letter and that we came to see him.
Oh, period.
Yeah.
I still think we should accept the offer and still like have this duality and like be double agents with
both
them, so that we can just get all the information. And you guys have also shared this information of how we can also sell the bracelet later on and just pawn it off and
Sure.
find later. So
Same with the
I
tablet.
say we do it. I say we.
Yeah.
I want to find the information. I'm so into roguing, so like we should just do it.
And same thing with the tablet too. Like you said, like literally we were already kind of thinking of a potential double cross anyway. So
We just have to remember that whatever choice we make, there's going to be a backfire. So like if we're getting on both sides, if we ever have to break that off,
yeah.
I'm a little fearful of what may happen to us, but that's a problem for another day.
Hey,
Probably for another day.
her dad's rich. Like we can.
Yeah, we can always go back to your
Yeah,
dad's place.
you
And the
spit
little
fire,
extra
her
cord, you heard
dad's
everybody
rich.
if you have to sell it. So
If I really need to, I can talk to my dad. I really wouldn't want to, but like worst case scenario.
None of us will be able to breathe where your dad is.
And I know a lot of
I
rats.
can't water breathing. Thank you.
Oh,
She has
fears.
spells.
I have a
You have
sandwich.
spells too, Pyra.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Okay, let's sleep, and then in the morning we go get the tablet.
Okay, let's do it.
Beautiful. So you all go to sleep, long rest. All of your hit points are back. Spell slots are back.
Ah!
And I'm just watching the door like this.
Patty is awake
Who?
at what cost? Sylvera is
Thank
awake
you.
at what cost? You all hear a knock at the door the next morning. You've had a great sleep. Thank you, sound effects. You all have had a great sleep, and you recognize that it's Oren. And he comes and knocks on the door and he says, friends, adventurers, and kind of just invites himself into y'all's common room, to which you all come out. He says, before you all head out, I got the approval and permission to get you all some extra stuff for your quests. To help you all out. If that's okay. Can I get the drink if that works?
We didn't get you anything. Ah, it's so embarrassing.
Oh my
He's like,
God.
Do I have my
"Stop
sandwich?
it." He's kind of confused. He's like, where is that from?
I always have a sandwich on me.
He has a couple of things to give you all that you all can give to, or kind of
My
sort out how
Arms are wide open.
First off, he has a potion bottle that he lets you know is the elixir of the Ivory Court. It is a potion where you get 7 temporary hit points for 1 hour, so meaning you get 7 more beyond your max.
And it's only one person, or we each get a.
It's one person we drink
Okay.
it. Yeah, can't be like a shot of it 4 ways. As well, you also, anybody trying to attack you gets a -1 to all of their attack rolls,
And that's what the potion stuff.
and that's with the potion. So this is
Who
for
wants
one
the potion?
for a person.
I'll take it for now, but if we need to redistribute, we can redistribute.
He also has the Ivory Court mace, which is a special mace of disorientation, where if you successfully hit somebody, then they have to do a DC 12 wisdom saving throw or be disoriented on their next turn. And so if that happens, then they cannot, then they have disadvantage on any attack rolls and ability checks the next time. So there's that.
Seem like the real
Well,
elite.
You're gonna
That's
take her on.
somebody.
The next is armor of the Ivory Court, so the iconic chestplate that you'll have been seeing. It's armor that provides a +1 bonus to somebody's armor class, and it's resistant against radiant damage. And when wearing it, you gain all respect from Ivory Court guards, knights, staff, things like that.
What's everybody's armor class?
11.
I have a 9.
I have 13, so I think it should go to.
No, it should go to Bliss because she only has
I'm
9.
And then you take this elixir.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay.
And then the last thing, and this is a spell that he is giving as a spell scroll, spell book kind of thing. And it is a spell that you can use. It is a level 1 spell that can be used as a bonus action. And it comes from the Grimoire of the Ivory Court, and is designed for kind of like swift escape. So what happens is whenever this person does the spell as a bonus action, you get a +2 armor class bonus, and any attack rolls against you have disadvantage because it creates winds around you. You also get a 10 feet increase to your moving speed.
That's
take
perfect
take
for
that.
you. You're the wind girl.
Yeah, don't use it around fire.
She's gassy.
Oh, Pyra, shut the hell up.
Beautiful. Is there anything else that y'all prep, do before heading out on your adventure?
I do just want to ask. Yeah, we all have to do. I want to ask Orin. Can I just say, Orin, we met Captain Elra, and I just noticed that you all share a last name. Is that common in the Ivory Court? Is it family members? Is it just a shared ancestry?
She is my mother.
That's mother.
It's mother in some ways, in literal and others. It's definitely not common here. You don't really see a lot of people whose, direct parent is their boss, which is a weird dynamic. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of people. It's very, it's a proud heritage. It's a proud, career option for people. I know, like, my great grandparents were a part of the Court of Order, things like that. I definitely just get me a couple of glances from others, like people will be like, "Oh, Nepo baby."
Right. Kind of a legacy, admit.
Yeah, but it's like I worked hard to get here too. I had to go do all of my like sword training, and like I was top of my class. Like I did all the things, but people just want
I
to.
thought you were bottom of your.
Oh, that hurts his feelings. He laughs, but you can tell that he's a little like, okay, I'll let y'all go though. And
Thanks for the gifts.
Yeah,
That was really
Here's
nice.
the half of the sandwich.
he takes it and he is really appreciative of it.
You're welcome.
He said, yeah, all of those gifts were from Lady Isolde. She wanted to help you all out to be able to do this, and is really appreciative. So thank y'all for wanting to do this. And he turns and leaves.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye, Orin. Thank you.
Talk to you later.
Hi, Bliss. What was that about?
I was so excited to get these gifts. And then I realized when he said who it's from. And these are a bunch of hullabaloo, probably. We're going to get ourselves killed, but let's go do it. Armor of the Ivory Court. Great. Armor of the Ivory Court. Great. I'm going to go put on an outfit and people are going to be like, we're going to kill that bitch.
All right, you all make your way out through the city and towards the ruins of Ashenhold. It's an abandoned, decrepit stronghold at the edge of the city. As you all approach it, you recognize that there is an entrance that is down via stairs. So all of your little players, which now this is the first time we get to play with our board, are going to come down the stairs into this stronghold. So there's crumbling walls. It's overgrowing with ivy, moss, all these things
In here.
from outside. And even now that you guys are in it, you can tell it smells like damp earth, rotting wood. There's a faint hum of latent energy that has come through because this did used to be a forge back in the day.
We've been around Bliss. We're used to it.
Oh,
Forge?
Well, like the earth.
Oh, yeah.
Earthy sense.
Now, you all are here in these ruins, and they are mapped out in front of you. There's this long corridor leading towards kind of the end. You all can't really see. It's a little dim, but there's also these two rooms in the front. What all do you do? Do you look around? Is there anything specific that you
like
do?
how dim is dim? Like, can we see? Is it visible
You all
or
can
like,
see, yeah. It's not like requiring dark vision, but it's not out on the surface.
but like a safe amount of light?
Well, I think we should send Bliss forward because she's used to being in like the darker areas and everything like that. So I think we should send her to investigate since she's used to these kind of conditions.
Honestly,
Do we agree on that?
Sounds great.
I'm happy to do that.
Yeah.
I do have dark vision.
And if it does end up getting too dark, I do have dancing lights that'll add a little bit more light.
Which
Cheers.
is a
That's fine.
EDM
So-
party.
I would like to, are we just going?
Yeah.
Fierce. I would like to start, and I'm going to move forward, and I am going to cast Locate Object on the tablet.
Here you go.
Okay, period.
So basically, I describe or name an object that's familiar to me, and I sense the direction that it's located if it's within 1,000 feet of me. And if it's in motion, I know the direction of the movement, but yes.
I'm gonna say that you despite not having ever seen this tablet, you've been briefed by the Ivory Court. They've shown you like they've done a whole little military briefing before y'all went out. And so you know that it is in this kind of all the way down beyond this wall here that you are kind of looking down this hallway at. And when you're in the hallway, there's kind of these old statues that are lining the halls. There's again the rooms on the left and right as you kind of make your way down into the tunnel.
Okay, so I'm just gonna move forward my walking speed, which is 6 little squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you make a dexterity saving throw.
Why?
Because as you walk down these hallways, you see and you quickly realize that these halls, despite being existing for a very long time, are now overcome with goblins. Have been overcome with all of these people who have lived down here and turned it into their own kind of base. And so as you are walking, you step on a tripwire. It starts to trigger the classic blade slashing down between the gaps in the walls.
Okay. Well, with my 21 that I just rolled.
Period.
You avoid all of those. Somehow you avoid that.
So basically,
He's so yummy.
I'm treating this kind of like when the curtain starts to close and you're on the opposite side and you are supposed to be behind the curtain,
Right.
but you're about to get closed out like in front of the audience with the curtain behind you and you're kind of like going to be embarrassed. So I'm like basically doing a lot of like sidestepping and back and like weaving through these things. And I just have that intuition of like, you know, swinging curtain.
Is this like during bows too?
It's
like
very
you're
during
curtsying
bows,
in the
yes.
same
Or
moment.
like at the end of Act 1, when like you just deliver your big strong monologue and then they start to close the curtain and you kind of have to just like back up a little bit so you're behind it. So I know exactly how to do that.
Period. So you make your way past in this hallway where these blades kind of come out. Doing so, you kind of move past those two rooms. The blades are still actively going, so they're not stopping even because she's on the other side.
So I have +8 in acrobatics. Can I try and do some flips through them or like
She's
some
gonna do a
dive
gymnastic
rolls?
routine
I
through the
love
blades.
it. Okay, so roll an acrobatics check for me.
You are the worst.
I have 9.
But it is a nat 1.
It is a nat 1.
Oh no.
So that's a critical fail. Normally it would be taking 2d8 damage. I am gonna bump it up to 3d8 damage.
Oh.
So we're gonna roll for that. And I want you to describe for me how does this fail happen?
So I'm going to do like my little like dive rolls or whatever, but my heel gets caught in like a crack within the dungeon, and so I fuck up and it just doesn't go how I want it to. Like it's not elegant, it's not like eloquent whatsoever. So Coralia got fucked.
Yeah.
He does get
girl.
fucked. You're gonna take 10 points of damage.
That's
Because
so
you
intense.
fell and got slashed. But I am going to say that you kind of are able to crawl your way forward. And if you want to kind of come up towards closer to where Bliss is, that is an opportunity. You did try to do flips and then critically failed. So that's on you. It's not on me.
Yeah, girl, you lost 10 points.
And I just know you scorpioned at one point. Like you.
Yes.
Girl, it's wipeout. You hit the big red ball like, woo.
Why are
kind
you
of
doing
thing.
an acrobatics routine in an abandoned...
Because it was my highest point system. I was trying to get through.
You knew your heel was going to get caught in the cracks. You knew that.
What else are other people
I
doing?
fucking hate it.
Do we see the goblins yet?
No, because
Okay.
it's a little bit more faint away, but I am gonna place them because
This is stupid.
Bliss and Coralia are gonna get closer to seeing them.
I am going to cast Mage Hand. Mage Hand is a spell that you can cast a spell and use the hand to manipulate an object. So I'm gonna go ahead and cast that so I can use those to like hold off the blades from coming at me as I'm walking through real quick.
Love. Yeah, I'm gonna say that with Mage Hand, and since it's a cantrip, it's gonna be able to get you held and across without having to do a skill check. Are you gonna hold that open for Pyra to come through too?
Bitch,
You should. Well,
you
went
should have spoke
first.
up. That's crazy.
Sorry, y'all like to talk too much. Yeah, I'm gonna try to hold it for my girl.
Thank you.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna have both you and Pyra. You all can move up to however much you all want.
with this as well.
Gonna come all the way.
Yeah, it'll come all the way.
Yeah.
I got
Is there
7
any
spaces,
reason to
so-
maybe check out these rooms?
If you want to.
There might be more booby traps.
So do you want me to
Or-
hold? Do
or
you want
for
to?
me.
I can hold them for you while you investigate real quick.
Yeah, can she? How long she can hold this for?
You got 1 minute to go in that room.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna quickly jump, just peek into the side,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna go right there.
So you come into this room and you see a pot of kind of a stew sitting on a fire. You can tell that it is actively, like, it's fresh. The fire underneath of it is lit. You can tell that there is life that has been in this dungeon. And you can see kind of this room seems to be maybe where whoever is in this downstairs ruins dungeon probably comes to eat their meals.
Okay,
Or you
not
find-
that
find
excited.
the dining room. Congrats.
Yeah, I'm not interested in exploring. I don't think.
Okay.
Or what do y'all think?
I don't know. It's just a dining room.
It's
just
just
a
it's really a
soup.
room with just a pot on the floor.
You want to take a
and
sip of it?
trash.
I'll just sample it. Am I close enough to eat it?
Yeah, you can grab a little with it. Yeah, you take a sip of it and it doesn't taste good. It tastes kind of like a lot of trash has been thrown together.
Oh,
It's definitely not like real meat.
You found the
It's
waste
definitely
bucket.
not anything good, but you can tell that like for a creature that thrives off of like eating trash, like living in like head type settings, that this is probably a really good meal.
okay.
Oh.
Well, I'm not gonna shame their food that they have in this dungeon.
Their culture, really.
Their culture.
That's beautiful.
It's not my cup of tea, but that's okay.
It's their bowl of soup.
It's their bowl of soup.
Love.
I'm gonna move on. I made a bad choice. Can I just? Yeah, we're gonna
You can come back
keep
up.
holding that door. Keep holding those blades, please.
Okay, well, now at this point, you all can kind of peer into the room, and with the light, they can't see you, but you all notice that there is a room full of goblins. And with Bliss's detect item, you know that that item is behind this wall here with this big, ferocious-looking goblin standing in front of you.
So I call that out and I say, "Hey y'all, there's a big old goblin bitch, and we got to get behind that wall."
Wait, I might have a spell that could blind the goblins so that we could get behind
Does it blind us also?
That's a good question.
Because we have dark vision, I think some of us do.
Well, I have something that can just distract them. If we don't want to risk that,
So I have fog cloud, which I create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on point within range. The sphere spreads around corners and is heavily obscure. It lasts for the duration or until the wind of moderate or greater speed disperses it. So essentially, like, it blinds the like our opponents, so they can't see
But
us.
only if they're in a 20-foot radius, and some of these look farther than 20.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
so
You
then
might
we
be
wanna
able
try
to get.
mine.
You
What
might be able to
does
get
do?
some of them.
Yeah, some of them
So-
for sure.
I have minor illusion.
Okay.
So that one is a 30-foot, so it's not that much bigger.
Well,
But what I can do is I can create like a sexy little goblin woman in the corner. And they're like, and then they're gonna see her and be like, and want to go fuck the goblin girl. That I
Are
have
you
put in
assuming the
corner.
sexuality of these goblins?
Yeah.
Can you minor illusion 2 things or just 1 thing?
It doesn't give me a 1 or a 2.
Oh, okay.
Are either of these gonna help us get these goblins out of our way?
Probably not.
probably not. I was just looking
We're
for
just
resources.
Ooh.
Hey, Miss Spellbook over there. Do you got any
Okay,
spells?
well, yeah.
Maybe we just have to kill them.
How about whoever's closest just takes a swing?
Okay, Bliss, go
I'm
for
gonna
it.
kill some bitches.
Okay.
Are we just going?
Go for
So,
it.
well, they haven't noticed you all yet. So if you,
I walk into
Ooh.
the room.
Well, that's
maybe
why
that's-
that's why I
maybe
said the
you're- well-
illusion, because the illusion will distract for a little bit.
It
So
could
we can
buy
at
us
least
a-
try to move forward a little
Y'all
bit
can
before-
stay back there and maybe do that if what I do doesn't work, but I'm just gonna go full
But you're
speed.
trying
Okay,
to
balls
all
to the
of
walls.
us.
so what are you about to do?
I'm walking into this room
First.
and I raise my microphone
Oh,
and I go, "How do you like jazz?" And I cast prestidigitation for a faint piano tune that will play, and I start singing a jazzy tune to the room. and I'm trying to distract them.
Okay. I'm going to have you roll a performance check, and it's going to be against these goblins, essentially. And we're going to bring out a special thing that y'all haven't seen yet. It is our Zackarina.
Oh, wow!
And so this is when we are having our really big rolls that happen here in Queens of the Roundtable, things that are important, things that could change the game. We're going to roll them in our Zackarina because they are our Wana sponsored show-stopping rolls. Okay, so this is where it's on the table. Everyone's going to see it. So Bliss, I'm going to have you roll for your performance here in the Zackarina.
Ooh, it looks like a 16.
That's a 16 plus what else is your performance?
Oh.
9, so 25.
She's
Yeah.
the performer.
Okay, I'm gonna
They
have-
do love jazz.
I'm gonna have our there's no way really, but
A nat 20.
we're gonna have them a nat 20 could, but we're gonna have them do a wisdom saving throw to see if they can not be fully entertained by this. So they need essentially a nat 20 because their saving modifier for wisdom is a -1. They get a nat 1.
So they failed.
Wait, give me my dice.
Oh, wait, do I still have it?
My green, maybe.
She's
good.
She's lucky. And that was one of our Wana show-stopping rolls. Because one is the brand of your favorite drag queen's favorite edible. Okay.
Okay.
So, describe. You have put on this performance for them. I'm gonna say that all of them are not going to respond how they initially would, which would have been to attack, but they are going to be interested and put into kind of a trance state when it comes to it. So none of them are going to attack or respond to you unless you attack them.
Got it.
That's fierce.
All of them.
All of them for now.
That's my action.
And we're not an initiative because there's not a battle going on right now. So we're not an initiative at all because nobody has started fighting. You just walked in and
Started singing.
started putting on a jazzy
I
performance.
know.
You know
If
what?
somebody attacks, that could change the setup.
So maybe let's just walk to the tablet.
Well, I want to add a little pizzazz. So,
Please.
just for funsies,
It's her flair.
I want to still use the minor illusion.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna create some backup dancers for you to really just get them going.
Why
you know
aren't
what I'm
y'all
saying?
my backup dancers?
Because we have to go get the tablet.
Oh, yeah, true.
So I'm gonna use minor illusion to create some little backup dancers for you.
Okay, fierce.
That way we get extra attention from them.
And are they
off of us?
sexy
Oh, they're so
goblins?
hot. Yeah, they're so hot. Sexy goblins.
Can you make your minor illusion like move in certain places?
Yeah,
Or-
they'll just be behind Banana dancing.
Oh.
They're her backup dancers.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
fierce.
I'm gonna have you roll as well a performance. The backup dancers are gonna work. They're gonna be there, but to what degree do they add to Blisser's performance?
The flavor.
17.
That's pretty good.
They
Oh,
add
we have
lot
a
to the
number.
performance.
Okay.
Now you've got some male and female goblins and some non-binary goblins being background dancers behind Bliss. And now I'm going to say that the goblins are starting to kind of tap their feet. They're starting to get into it a little bit in this moment. What all do you continue to do?
I'm actually kind of distracted because this is a really good show.
Yeah, I'm
They're
like
pull-
getting reminiscence of like the tavern when we first all met.
They're pulling out a
Yeah.
little bit of Fosse.
Yeah.
I'm looking for my dollar bills or my coins. I have a couple of gold coins.
You start tipping the gold coin.
So I get one of my coins out and I try to tip, miss.
But we're too in it.
Yeah.
So we don't collect.
You don't even, because you don't like when a performer just collects gold coins.
No.
So while the goblins are distracted, am I able to like move forward without being detected?
Yeah, I'm going to say for now, where do you want to do? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
So I can move 30 feet. So like, let's just say like I like sneak past everyone. I move my
Okay.
like 6.
Are you dancing or are you just sneaking?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, like just like kind of like just like not like fully committing to the bit, but like I'm doing a little bit to like sneak past everyone.
How many? Does she want to go straight?
So
or
we're
go
not
around?
in battle right now, so you could fully walk through. I am going to make you roll a performance check because if you cut up their vibe too much, it's going to cut up
Vibe check.
an energy. It's going to ruin the performance.
It's like when a girl walks across the stage during the drag show.
Oh no!
And it's like we're fully in the middle of a performance, but freaking Coralia just like kind of walks in front.
I'm scared. I get such out of roll.
There are.
Come on.
Is there anything people would like to do to help?
Can
her
anyone
get-
give me more points or anything like that? Or like, a safe.
I have a bardic inspiration I can give you.
maybe on the mic? You can.
Yeah, I'll do a
Yeah,
bardic
give me
inspiration.
a bard of inspiration.
I'll say on the mic while I'm doing my little jazz.
Give it up for Coralia.
Yes, I'll go make some noise for our special guest pop up, Coralia, and then you kind of come out.
Okay.
And then with that, she gets a plus. She gets to roll a
Yes.
d8.
Let me pull the exact thing
And
up.
I add that to my score.
A bardic inspiration, you get a 1d8 if you fail.
Okay. So
And I'll set the DC now at an 11
6
plus your proficiency. Do you have any performance?
plus 3, so I'm at 9.
9
So you get to use a
12.
d8
D8.
to get
to
3
get
above.
3 or above.
This one.
No, that's a 6. That's or no, that should be good.
This one.
Yes.
Okay. Come on, Coralia.
3 or above.
Big money, big money, big money.
1. I'm gonna.
Now we are gonna roll initiative. We're gonna roll initiative because that breaks it up, and all the goblins start to.
Oh my.
And I'm gonna say though,
Whoa, that's what I'm
because the
supposed to do.
performance is so good, I'm gonna say that the ones closest here are still kind of stuck in this trance.
Okay, okay.
They're gonna be kind of a little bit more incapacitated
Got it.
for it, but that doesn't mean that they're dead or out or anything like
Yeah.
that. But for now, at least, they are not a part of the initiative order. So everybody roll initiative
Initiative.
because we're about to fight, bitch.
I got a 9.
I'm at 13.
Where's it?
I want a new dice.
You can have some. We have a whole pile.
Bitch.
Oh,
Okay. I got an 8.
I got a 5.
9.
13.
We are not.
Well, it's just the order, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wasn't that what?
So it was 9, 8, 5,
5.
13.
13. The goblins got a 15, so they're gonna start. So they're about to attack you guys.
sucks.
So
But with
no
them
more.
down, they're gonna be able to kind of change things around. So these two guys, I'm gonna bring him over here. He's gonna be right here. They're both gonna shoot their bow and arrows, one at Bliss and one at Coralia.
Oh my god.
After such a good number.
But I have put the armor on, by the way.
Perfect. So that
Oh, you're wearing your
the one
special.
that's shooting at Coralia rolls a 25 to hit. Does that not points, but that just does it hit?
Yes, it
both hit.
does. Armor class.
Armor class.
I have a 10.
Yes.
For Coralia.
Oh, for Coralia.
And then for Bliss, they're gonna roll a nat 20.
Oh,
So they are
give
going
me
to
that
hit.
dice. This is crazy.
So for damage, they're gonna do 6 for Coralia
Oh my god.
and 12 for Bliss.
Oh my god. I'm at 26 hit points.
This diva and this diva are both sorcerer goblins, so they're going to try to cast a little spell in here, and they are going to do a nice little thunderbolt. Both of them are going to do their Eldritch Blast, their thunderbolt at again Coralia and Bliss.
Oh my god.
Stop it.
We're going to see if it hits.
Wait.
So that's a 7 to hit Coralia. Does that hit?
7 for my armor class?
Yes.
No.
Okay, so
You've done something wrong. Why
No.
does it say you have 14 hit
Because
points?
I was just at 20 and I'm minus 6.
You weren't at 20.
Yes, I
We
was.
reset. We
We
reset.
reset.
Oh.
Oh. And then for Bliss, they're gonna roll a 13 to hit. Does that hit?
Yes, it does. I have a
Okay.
10 right now for my armor class.
I was about to kill myself.
And then for damage,
40.
they're gonna do a beautiful 1 point of damage.
For both?
No, for only one
just
was
for
going
me.
after you. So These goblin archers, one of them grabs their arrows. They both send one arrow towards Coralia, one arrow towards Bliss, annoyed and that the music ended. And those arrows are both going to hit you all. But then the other ones are going to try to do these lightning bolts and are going to not hit Coralia, but hit Bliss. It's kind of this little kind of energy as they send those out. Our big guy is going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Move behind this wall, knowing that there's some treasure back there that he wants to safeguard.
Thanks, freak.
And so next in the initiative order is going to be Sylvera.
Okay, so I think for my action, just to give us a little boost, because there is a lot of girls out there, I'm going to cast, because I have my longbow that no one has mentioned, which is crazy because it's so pretty around my shoulders. I have my longbow, and Miss Pyra has her crossbow, correct?
Yeah.
I'm going to use flame arrow and take my hands and just run them together, warm them up, and the flames are going to come from my hands, and I'm going to touch our quivers, and all of a sudden our arrows are flame arrows.
Love.
Well,
And then, yeah, so that's my action. That way we have a little boost so that when you're coming out, your
I'm ready.
guns a-blazing.
Ready.
And then I'm just going to move my girl. You can't see, so we're going to sing 1, 2, 3.
Oh. She's taking out the...
She's taking the walls with her.
Oh, no, she's big. She hit the wall. Ugh, I can't reach the wall. And yeah, then I guess that's the end of my turn because I did my action and now I've moved, right?
Perfect. Yeah. That's the end of Sylvera. Then we move over to Bliss. Bliss, you have just been hit with a little arrow, hit with a shock. Your performance went from being at the top of the world to not. What are you going to do next?
So I think what I'm going to do is, are they wearing like armor?
They are, but it's
whole-
not good.
Are they? Is anybody holding like a sword or a weapon?
The ones that were still kind of drowned out from the jazz both had swords.
Okay.
These other two are going to be
Spellcasters.
Spellcasters, and then these guys are rangers. And this big guy, he does have a huge club.
Okay. Never mind that then. I am going to do Earth Tremor
Hey.
Love.
at a 3rd level. So I cause a tremor in the earth within range. And the range for that is 10 feet. So I am going to use my movement first. And I'm going to move. Can I say I'm on this one?
Yeah.
I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Nice.
Just to get kind of close to this one. I don't think I'm in range of this one, but
What's your tremor range?
it's 10 feet. Can we do the diagonal?
Just that one, yeah.
Okay, so I'll get both of these guys.
Perfect.
With my Earth Tremor. And basically they have to make a dexterity saving throw. And they have to beat a 14.
Alrighty. So I'll roll first for the guy closest to you, the little sorcerer. He does not beat it. He rolls a 2.
Fierce.
And then our ranger rolls an 8 plus 2 is a 10.
Okay, so neither of them beat a 14, which means they both take 3d6 bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone.
Okay, period.
So I'm going to roll my d6s. A 4, a 4, a 4. They each take 12 points of damage and are knocked prone.
Whoa. Okay. We're gonna knock them both prone then. Our little ranger is definitely about halfway bloodied at this point. Our wizard, he is getting fucked up by this. Okay.
And also, just to note, this area is now like difficult terrain. So
I'll walk over there.
it's a little bit harder to walk over here until it's cleared, which
So then how does this earth tremor happen?
so they didn't like my music, and I started to tap dance to try to get them back on my side. And my tap dancing feet as a 6'3" half orc created an earthquake, and it kind of shook them loose a little bit, and they lost their footing.
I love it. So you were out there like a little Susie 2 tapping away, and then the ground starts to shake around them. They both fall to the ground, taking those 12 points of damage with them. They're going to be prone, so if they want to get back up next turn, that's going to be their action to
Love
get
that.
back up. So now you have 4 out of these 6 goblins either incapacitated or knocked down right now as we move over into Coralia.
So I'm like still like I'm a little past the entrance. Girls, what do you think I should do? I can either use my longbow and I can shoot them down, or I'm close enough to this Debo over here to steal their weapon. Because I have like the 2 people towards the front, I can steal their weapons so that y'all could get past without dealing as much damage as well.
I'm already almost past.
I say steal a weapon. That's fun.
I think try to kill.
Try to kill. So I
I
should
try to kill as well.
use. Okay, I'm gonna use my short bow, and I think I'm gonna pierce and shoot. Well, I don't know how far I can go. I think it's like 120. Yeah, 120. So that's 6 pieces. 1, 2,
12
3,
pieces.
4. So I could also shoot down the sorcerers down here.
Okay.
What do y'all think I should do? Should I do the people who are still in the trance? or
Leave
should I
them
shoot
be.
the
We'll
sorcerers?
address them later.
Yeah, anybody who's still up is a liability.
So just roll and see who I want to hit.
Well, which one are you thinking?
If they're down, can they even fight? Like
They have to use
roll to fight back, or
They would have to roll to get out of their trance first.
So should I just take down the sorcerers over here? And
oh, it's
shoot
like
this bitch
Bliss
down?
is kind of surrounded. So if you can,
Yeah, I'll try and shoot down this guy over here with my short bow.
Why not the other archer?
Yeah, maybe get the one that's not.
I don't think I can get that far.
They
Well, I can move. Well, I
You
can.
have 120 feet. And
Well, I can move and then.
Yeah.
So I'll go
You can do it without. Oh yeah, you could just get out of where you don't hit Bliss.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do that.
right in her face.
Oh my gosh! Literally, what is that called?
Headshot.
A point blank with a point
I want to shoot
arrow.
her in the
Say
middle.
yo, pues,
I want to
wabbit.
shoot her in the middle of the head.
Oh my gosh!
Alrighty, all right.
She's a
So you're
murderer.
gonna roll to attack and see if it hits.
And that's my D20.
Yes.
I've actually been doing
I'm
bad rolls.
scared. I did. I did a
Girl, now you're gonna be right up in their face when they want to attack.
Now, if I die, it is what it is.
You're not gonna die.
We're
It's a
seeing
nat
the
one.
psychological spiraling into set.
It is
What's up,
not.
Kelsey Shaw?
That one.
What are you?
Don't pull that human hair wig too hard, girl.
It's in that one.
Oh bless. So
Oh my god.
I'm gonna save you some of the embarrassment of just saying it doesn't hit. Doesn't hit his armor class. And are you face to face with him?
Pretty much.
He's a ranger, so I'm not going to give him that opportunity attack because he does not have any dagger on him, and he would take time to redraw. But he will be right up in your face later. Which brings us to Pyra
Okay.
to round out our round.
Okay. So I also have this lovely gift that we received from our sister, Miss Is Old. Ivory Court Mace of Disorientation. I don't understand the range of it though. It just says upon successful strike.
Yeah, because you have to, unless
So I
you
have
try
to be close by.
Yeah, unless
Okay,
you
so I
try
have
to
to.
throw it.
Gotcha. Okay, so maybe I'll hold her then. But we're gonna hold. I have my lit bow
You do.
right now. So you know what I'm gonna do? Am I where I am, or was I like right at the gate?
I'll say you're right at the gate.
Okay. So I'm gonna go. Do you think I can get in range of this man, or should I try to just defend our divas that are already in battle?
Oh no, Raquelle's about to get her head blown off by an arrow.
Yeah, maybe if I go all the way over here, if I tried to shoot, would I hit all these obstructions?
Depends the angle.
So I had to go like 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah, I think you'd have a clear shot.
and I could even go 5, 6, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm right next to that girl though.
it here.
They would have to take their entire next turn to stand up.
Okay, I see. Yeah, so I'm gonna stay where I am. I'm gonna try to help out my sister, who's right face to face with this girl.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Pick my lit bow. Thank you, Sylvera. Release.
Rip. All right.
Beyblade, let it rip.
What am I rolling for?
We're gonna roll your d20 and then add that addition, that little proficiency bonus for the go down to the bottom part where it's got your weapons,
Yes.
and then
Got it.
Yep.
What?
But I also
That
do.
one.
Oh, you're friends.
Oh.
You're cursing
Your
me.
sisters.
I tried to help you.
It also would have given fire damage if you would have done
That's-
it right.
That's my earth tremor. Is Raquel?
Can I like
bringing-
re-roll? Does anyone? Is that able to happen?
I'm gonna.
No.
Bitch, if she gets to reroll.
No one. I'm not. I'm debating whether or not your arrow hits somebody.
I'm gonna make you a
else.
nice set of jewelry.
It ricochets at hit Raquelle.
I'm gonna roll in our Zackarina.
Ah.
If it's above a 10, it's just a raw roll of the d20. If it's above a 10, it just goes right in front of you. If it's below a 10, then I'm gonna roll a d6, or I'm gonna roll a d4 and determine which person it hits.
Oh
Okay.
shoot.
And it could be the person that you intended.
Okay.
But it could not. Oh. That's gone.
She's not available.
All right.
Not
So
available at this
we want above a 10 to not accidentally hit somebody else. That's a 16.
Okay, girls.
That's good.
Okay, so it's just a really bad shot.
It's just going to be a really bad shot that just goes right in front of you.
Can I do a bonus action? How is that allowed?
Do you have any bonus actions?
I don't know.
If somebody says it's a bonus action, then you can cast it at the same turn that you do an action.
Okay, it might not be added to.
Your little guardian is a bonus action, I think.
He's not built yet.
Oh.
Okay,
Alrighty.
never mind.
So that is the end. At this point now, the whole entire scene's a little bit of a mess. And so we're going to start to move some of these people around. I'm going to bring this guy. He is going to grab the tablet from the back of the wall. It is now on his body, on his person. And he's going to come back out and be right here in front of the wall again. I'm going to have this sorcerer move in a few steps so that he's able and kind of is going to share this area right here to zap in any direction that he needs to. And then I'm going to have this ranger shoot at Coralia right here.
Point blank, period.
Oh.
We're going to see if it hits.
Oh, sister. It's okay. We don't know her that well, so if she dies, it's
Wrong.
fine.
We love her.
We don't even know why she's here in Eldoria. She hasn't said anything.
Okay,
She's a mermaid.
that's going to be a 12. Does that hit?
No.
No,
Wait,
barely.
what do you have? What did you have for your gift? What are you carrying?
A spell. It's a wind spell.
Yeah.
That does act as a bonus action. So you can do your action next turn and still cast
That's
that
weird.
spell.
Yeah, girl, and you need that for your +2 armor next
Yeah.
time. So keep that.
It didn't hit though.
It does not hit. So this goblin right in front of you, you just fully miss him.
I said
He pulls his
Yaw.
bow, and he also fully misses you.
I
And now you
wrote.
guys are kind of just eye to eye, locked in right now. But I'm gonna have him move a little bit back so that he's not just all up in your
Damn, he
business.
stepped on his friend. I don't know why.
I'm gonna have these people be their moves to stand back up,
Boo.
and then we're gonna roll for these goblins to see if they get out of this trance, which is gonna be a wisdom saving throw. They both fail. So they are both still stuck in bananas or blisses.
jazz.
Smooth jazz that's just kind of echoing through these halls.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the end of the goblin's turn, which brings us back to Sylvera.
Girl, give me a break. I can't even see in the board. Ugh. Okay, so we're gonna move my diva. 1, 2, 3. 4.
You can go diagonally as a right, so you don't have to do the checker.
And then
Never mind.
one more. And then I'm gonna try to lightning bolt this big fella right here.
I love it. I love it. What's the spell that you're going to do?
Girl.
You said, oh, no.
Lightning bolt, lightning
Yeah.
bolt.
Lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
Nightmare.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna do lightning bolt is what it is. To strike a stroke of lightning forming 100 foot long and 5 foot wide. Ooh, is that gonna go past him though and hit everyone else over there?
I'm going to say that you have the ability to control the range, but that means that it's just this amount.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna cast lightning bolt and I'm just gonna, call upon the skies and feel it through my fingertips and just try to like at him.
Okay. Does he need to make a saving throw,
It doesn't say no.
or are you making an attack roll?
An attack.
Okay.
So what is that? What do we roll? What?
So you'll roll a d20 and then add whatever the little modifier is on with it.
Okay.
Are you out of frame?
No, I'm not.
So DC 13, dexterity. They are relatively dexterous. So let's see if he makes it. He gets a DC 13. What was the DC? 14 or 13?
13.
13. So he does just make it. So it is going to be half.
Oh, goodness.
So you'll roll the damage, but it's gonna be half of the damage.
So then, but that's the one I can just hit this one, right? Because it's the.
Yep.
Okay. If it wants to go. So 31 is what the total, so half of that.
So 15 points of damage. Okay, so you send out that lightning bolt and it hits. You're going for this
Yeah,
main guy,
the big fella.
and it's gonna hit him, and it's gonna do some damage because he has so many things that he has collected down here in this forge. It bounces off all of the metal, and the electricity just kind of reverberates through him, knocking him down to where you can tell that he's definitely damaged. Which brings us over to this side of the table for Bliss. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
No.
We move over to Bliss for their next action.
Okay, so I am going to cast a spell known as Earth Tremor. And I'm gonna cast it. I'm gonna walk over here and I'm gonna cast it so it hits both of these people.
Okay, perfect.
And I am gonna cast it at.
Will that also hit me though?
You're not over there.
I'm right here.
Pretty close. It's
It is within 10 feet.
technically, yeah. Whatever.
Move a little bit further.
And
over.
me.
Oh my gosh.
One
Okay,
there.
I'm safe. We're both safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You're welcome. And I already cast it at a 3rd level, and I want to kind of save some of the 3rd level spell slots, I think. So I'm gonna cast it at a 2nd level. So
Okay.
they still have to make a dexterity saving throw, 14.
Okay, 14. The first one, our little tinier guy, he's a little bit more dexterous. He does pass it with a 17.
Okay.
Our bigger guy, though, a lot slower. He only gets a 9.
Okay. So on a failed save, he's prone and takes 2d6, which is a 3 and a 2, so 5 damage. And he's
Okay.
prone.
So then describe to me how you cast Earth Tremor again.
Yeah. So basically, instead of tap dancing this time, I pull out a jump rope, and I'm kind of like one of those jump rope dancers. Have you ever seen those?
Okay.
And I'm jump rope
What?
dancing, and I'm like doing all the cool moves, and it shakes the earth again.
I love that. So the earth shakes again. They're seeing all these jump ropings going on. Our main kind of chief of this group just falls over because he's kind of so big. It's just getting kind of tripped up over all of the jump roping. The smaller one does not get tripped up. He's jumping along with you.
Yes.
He's kind of vibing. He is right here next to you. But he does not have any weapons for doing an opportunity attack. But he's right there next to you.
Dang.
Any other things that you want to do in your turn?
I'm gonna give another bardic to Miss Coralia, because I believe in you. And basically what I do is I turn to her and I say, "You missed with that arrow at point blank, but so did he. That's not a measure of your ability. That's a measure of this circumstance. Try again."
Fierce.
Beautiful.
And I'm like taking it back. I'm like, you know what, girl? You're so right. I'm not gonna let it dig me down.
Everybody's missing.
I love that. So speaking of which, we move on over to Coralia, who now has just been inspired. How is she going to avenge these last couple of turns that she's had?
Girl, I don't know. This is
Girl,
crazy.
You're inspired, but also you could just run and grab that tablet, and then we could follow you out because you're right there.
Wait, where's the tablet?
It's in the wall.
It's
No,
on, it's
he-
on his body right now.
Oh, it's on his
Yeah,
body.
the guy
Oh,
has
okay.
it.
This guy?
No.
Big
Well,
guy
I
that's
do
stuffed
have,
over.
I do have
You can
stealth
steal
of sleight of hand, so I could go take it from him.
Okay. Is that a do you roll anything for that?
Yes, I make a dexterity. I roll for dexterity.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do, describe to me your plan for running by. He's already knocked down, which means I'm gonna let you roll with advantage on this. And see if you can and get it off. But what's in your brain? How do you want to execute that?
So what I'm gonna do is I have like a little bag on me, right? And I have like some just like little trinkets. I have like some shells and sand dollars like within my bag. So I'm gonna like throw it in the corner to like get his attention like going over there, so I can make my move and steal his tablet off of him. Because like it's very dark in the dungeon, so he's not gonna like be able to see that well. He's just gonna hear all the like the clang 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 of like the shells, and then I'm gonna go over there and try and sneak the tablet off his back.
Okay. I'm going to have you roll sleight of hand with advantage, and you have Bardic Inspiration. I'm going to roll a dexterity saving throw to decide what the difficulty class is. So we're going to see with our little main goblin the number that you need to get higher than for your sleight of hand check to successfully steal it off. Okay. So
Make it low.
his dexterity, because he's a bigger boy, it's +0. So whatever this number is, that's what you need to roll higher than. Back in our Zackarina,
I know how I'm gonna feel it about this.
it is a 16.
Here we go.
You have
Come
a
on.
D8. You have a D8.
You have 2 rolls with advantage, plus that ability to help.
Believe in yourself.
Believe in
Not
yourself.
trying to take off this little Archer right here, right?
You're trying to run and take it off. this
No.
dude.
Oh, that guy over there. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Just do it. You
any
got it.
Just
words
roll
of
it.
wisdom, girls?
You got it, girl. Just roll it.
I gave you the words of wisdom.
Yeah,
Got a D8.
I know.
Should've
Pyra,
forgot.
anyone else? Anyone else want to say anything?
You got it, dude.
Okay.
Just do it. It is a nat one again.
That one.
There is no way.
I have to let you see this through with advantage right now.
Yeah, do your. Yeah, do
I,
it
have-
again.
I for the sake of Raquelle Schelle not never doing D&D again, I'm gonna let you re-roll
Oh my god.
because you have that advantage.
Use your tray.
I was using the tray.
Come on.
I was getting bad luck. I'm going back to. I've tried so many different dice. I'm going back to OG red. Okay.
Come on.
Just you got it.
I
18 or
swear to
higher,
God.
plus you're gonna be able to roll a D8.
I swear to God, if I get a fucking one again.
Raquel, you gotta go.
Give me your. I got a 9.
Okay, 9 plus. What's your sleight of hand proficiency?
+5, so I have a 14.
A 14 plus. You're gonna roll a D8.
A D8.
Come on.
One
And
of
so
those
you need to
little
get
diamond
Oh.
bitches.
You need 2 or more.
2. Yeah, 2
Two.
or more.
I think
One.
that's right, actually, but yes.
Well, I want to use.
Technically, one is gonna hit the DC, but it'll determine whether or not you really snag it off of him or if it's gonna be clumsy.
No, it's 16.
I got a 3.
So that's a total of what? 18?
Yeah. So yep.
18 beats
Well,
the
no,
16.
17, yeah. 17.
So that means that you are going to be able to successfully run, grab the tablet, and steal it off of him. Describe how this goes.
So I throw my little $10 in the corner, right? I distract his ass or whatever, and it's like clink, 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 clink. He's over there, be like, "Ooh, like what's that sound? Like what is that?" And so I do like a little like tuck and dive roll. I'm like very like Mission Impossible, like na 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 na, and I roll over, and then I just like pull very so slowly the tablet out of like his backpack or his back pocket, whatever it may be, and I'm holding on to it, right? And I'm like, I gotta get out of here.
Period. Period. That is exciting. So you all have the tablet now. What do you want to do next?
Girls, we gotta go.
Look out
We
of
gotta
here.
go.
We gotta
We
go.
gotta go. We gotta go.
All right, I'm gonna have you all roll for an acrobatics to see how fast
Oh
y'all
my
can
God.
get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Can I use gust of wind before that?
Bitch, I'm at a 19.
I got a 19 also.
13.
13.
I need you to answer my question before I do this.
What did you want to say? What did you say?
Am I able to use gust of wind to try to get out of here instead because my acrobat it's bad?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Describe.
yeah, that's
tell
your
me how
retreat.
you're gonna do the gust of wind.
So I'm actually wearing a really pretty dress. So I
Shocking.
take the side of the dress and I start spinning faster, faster, faster until this gust of wind literally flies with my dress and I just I'm taken with the wind.
Is it like the skirt twirling, like the
Yeah.
folklorico?
Yeah, like one of the like a little of the flamenco dresses.
That's
one of
fierce.
those, and I'm just spinning so fast that the gust of wind takes up underneath my dress and just blows me.
Period.
Just her, no one else.
It's only
She's
self.
only moving herself.
Okay.
It's only for self.
But with a 13 and 2 19s, you all are going to be able to bolt out of there.
Awesome.
Coralia, do you say anything when you get the tablet of like run? Like, what do you say to alert everybody else to like get the fuck out?
I said, girl, let's wave these bitches goodbye and get the fuck out of here. I got this tablet, like, make like the ocean and wave goodbye. We're out.
Period. All 4 of you make your way out. 3 of you running, 1 of you flying towards the back. You came in the exact same way that you're about to leave right now. Leaving some of these goblins a little fucked up. Some of them are still in a trance thinking about Bliss's performances. And here outside the ruins, you have a moment of pause before y'all have the very important decision of what the fuck do you do with this tablet. And that's where we're going to end for today's episode of Queens of the Round Table. On behalf of our entire cast, crew, and sponsors, my name is Dr. Zackarina J. Ho. Good night and big balls. Thank you.